Hello, Stellar Souls. Welcome back to the channel. It's Sam with another pick a card reading here for you today. Okay, I'll take that top one. I wanted to just shuffle my deck here to add to these piles. Our topic today is who is haunted by you? And sometimes I look at these readings and I'm like, it's coming from a place of ego, because if you're wondering who's haunted by you, you're kind of thinking, well, who's still thinking about me? And, oh, it's good that they're still thinking about me. In a weird sense, that's kind of how it is. And so I wanted to do it anyway because of the season that we're in. I'm recording this in October. But I wanted to look at it from a place of, well, what is there to learn from this situation? Maybe as a bit of closure, although not everyone is going to get closure in every situation. So keep that in mind as well. But we're going to dive into who is haunted by you, why are they haunted by you, what is their lesson, okay? Maybe if you're still in contact with them, that might be something that may come up. Not that you can kind of hold that over them in any way, but, you know, it just might give you some awareness. What's your lesson, and then advice moving forward. And I strongly feel a lot of the advice already, just the energy that has been happening in the last few days. And we have a solar eclipse happening tomorrow. So there's a lot of, we're in eclipse season, right? So there's a lot of moving parts. I feel that the overall advice before we even begin is to protect your energy. So in saying that, if you're coming to this reading in a state of, you know, highly strung anxiousness, I would strongly urge you to go and sit your butt on the grass, sit your butt in some sand, dive under a wave. All my favorite techniques for grounding yourself, okay? Maybe go and meditate, take a nap, whatever you need to do, and then come back to this reading. Because sometimes when we watch tarot in a heightened state of, you know, anxiety or desperation, okay, seeking answers outside of ourselves, it can really alter the state of the reading that you receive. It can even alter what pile you pick. If you're one of those people who watches every pile because you're in that state, what could you have done with that time? Like, I so appreciate you watching, of course, but I do worry that you can get down a rabbit hole. And I speak from a place of, I've been there, okay? I totally, no judgment, I've been there. And hopefully this channel is somewhere where we can educate each other, and we can also raise the vibration a little bit. And as I say that, I feel like I'm drawn to just burn this Palo Santo a little bit while we chat. Okay, so I obviously have 3 decks here, 3 piles that we're going to tap into. This is the Tattoo Tarot. And, ooh, we have the Provoke card. I literally got a chill right down my spine then. So the Tattoo Tarot for pile... Palo Santo got right up my nose then. For pile number 1, we have the Movie Tarot and the Mirror card. Ooh, mirror on the wall. Okay, interesting. For pile number 2, we have the David Angelis, the Bowie, what's it called? Starman Tarot. Okay. Question mark for pile number 3. Okay, so take a deep breath, ground yourself in this moment, tune into your intuition. It is your best tool. If you want to get something to write notes with, definitely do that. But once you have chosen your pile 1, 2, and 3, the timestamps are in the description box below. Everything you need is in the description box, including how to book a personal reading with me. If you've booked one lately, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. We've had some really diverse questions come through. You get to pick your time limit and ask as many questions or as detailed a question as you like. That's how I've set it up. It's not like this one reading is about love, this one reading is about career. I keep it very open for you, and that way if you're asking, you know, 3 questions in 20 minutes, you're going to get short, sharp answers. Or if you're asking 1 question and you've given yourself 40 minutes, you know, to receive the message from me, then I've obviously got a lot more time to go in depth on that one question for you. So if you haven't already checked out my Etsy store, please go and do that. You can also find this deck of mine on there as well. But thank you so much. If you are new, hi, welcome. Please consider subscribing so that you don't miss anything. And if you've been around for a while, hello, welcome back. I love you. Let's get into it. Pile number 1, you chose the Provoke card from my Desire deck. I'm going to pop that right there. That is the Desire deck. Push it up a little bit more. Push the little daisies and watch them come up. Does anyone remember that song? You also chose the Tattoo Tarot. I'm going to give it a good shuffle. While I do that, I just want you to tune into your own energy, because we are going to be tapping into the energy of someone else around you. It's always a good idea to like this video, even though it's not happening in real time. It helps me to tap into the main core audience of mine with all my readings that I do. And it's an energy exchange that really shows up in this community. It helps me get a read on you. Okay, so we're tapping into spirit, the energy of who, I'm hearing like an owl go, who, and that makes me think of the beginning of, what is that? Crime? True crime? Some crime show. You'll know the one I'm talking about. Anyway, who is haunted by pile number 1? As in, who still thinks about you? Who has feels your energy around them? We have the Two of Cups, so immediately I'm thinking someone in that you were in a relationship with, or potentially you're still in a relationship with this person. We've got the Sun, the Knight of Coins, and the High Priestess. So it could be a Leo. Yeah, it could be a Leo, it could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo. Signs don't particularly matter, but this feels like someone who really sees you as something that almost didn't quite get off. There was a mystery surrounding this, or it's almost like they're pining for you, and perhaps they believe it's got nowhere to go. I'm feeling like this Knight of Coins feels like they made an offer to you and possibly got rejected, or they want to make an offer to you, but it's been so long to even get to this point. I'm looking at like almost like a lion on this person's neck. So strongly getting Leo energy of like someone who isn't in their Leo energy, someone who isn't in their confident energy. They want to be, and they possibly are known to be, but when it comes to you, they're actually quite intimidated. And I feel you kind of sitting here as this High Priestess going, regardless of gender, right? You're sitting here going, I'm not intimidating, you're just intimidated. And they're very aware of that. They're very aware that it's like, good on you for being a power player is kind of the word that I'm getting. I feel like you provoke this person. Oh, hi, flame. Yeah, I feel like there's it's crackling. You're haunting them. It's this flame that's burning at them about the love that they have for you is haunting them, because it's like, I don't think this person thinks that they're worthy of you. But you may know this person from work. In fact, this could be someone in a power position, and it's interesting that they said a power play for you. I feel like you may work closely with this person if it is a work situation, or it's just someone that maybe is a fan, you know, maybe sees you as the sun, and maybe is like a super fan, because I'm seeing this coin here and the diamond shape here, almost like when someone like super thanks on YouTube. It's that kind of energy where they're potentially a fan of yours. Okay, you could be on OF. Okay. 5 of Cups. Yeah, there's a sense of disappointment, like already, that they already know that there's no shot here, because they don't know you as well as they would like to. It's like you have a public persona and then you have a private persona with the High Priestess. And this person's very aware that they're, you know, I feel like they're saying like, I'm kicking the bucket on this idea. It's like, I know that I have no shot here. Okay. Anything else about who this person is? They could even be younger than you and they feel less privileged than you. And that's why they know, like, my intuition, it's like they're saying my intuition is telling me I've got no shot here. 4 of Swords. They almost need to put this to bed. Yeah, I need to kick the bucket. And I feel like they need to get back to reality. Normally the 4 of Swords would be talking about like escaping reality and needing to retreat from the world. But I think they need to retreat from you. They need to retreat from this almost obsession, this fantasy, I think, where they believe that you would be their perfect match. Okay, so we're answering who and we're answering why at the same time. Anything else about who this person is? Who? Okay, we have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. I instantly felt like I was going to get a descriptive card from this deck, so that's very interesting. I said younger man or someone who's less privileged. This could be someone with unique facial hair for sure, whether it's like the sideburns, right? See how this person has this really interesting haircut, the fade, right? But then you've also got this person with this cool long streaky kind of beard situation. Okay, here's, okay, in need of help, assistance or guidance. They wish to give to you. I definitely feel like this person is a masculine energy, regardless of gender. I feel like they're living in their masculine energy and they want to protect and provide for you. In some way, shape or form, your public persona has shown a level of vulnerability, but there's so much more to you that doesn't get revealed. And I think this person wants to protect and provide for you, but I do not feel like they have the means to do so. And they wouldn't want you to be the one giving the handouts here. We also have Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. This is possibly why they realize they need to take 5 on this. Withdraw from this connection, withdraw from this fantasy. If this is someone, like if you're not in the public eye, this is someone who looks up to you in some way. And if it is a boss person here, it doesn't necessarily have to be an older or younger person. Like there's a contradiction kind of in these 2 cards, but it's appearing as someone who has a level of wisdom that I don't think that they're tapping into by kind of obsessing over you. I don't know if obsessing is the right word, but it's that kind of energy of like they're in a bubble. It's like their crutch. Tell me more about the 2 of Cups. Misunderstanding. Yeah, it's this, it's almost like they got a vibe from you and really it was just you being friendly, like your friendly, positive nature. You might have shared a few kind words with them and they really got hung up on that because they were starved for someone to reciprocate the kind. Maybe they're the kind of person who, I don't know why I picked this energy up, but they're like, in your town, in your city, you see certain people who walk the same path every day and they're always smiling and they're always like got a spring in their step. It's like these walker people. It's like that person that you see every day that walks around your town or your city or your street or whatever, and they're always smiling happily at everyone. And you wonder about their story. But it's this person seems to be giving off that vibe, but they're a loner. And so when they got this kind of positive reaction from you, whether it was a smile or a kind gesture or even a thanks, right? Maybe you said thank you and you were kind to them in their workplace, okay? They've really like been hung up on you. There's also this energy of like perhaps being on the fence about or knowing that there's a wall between where the boundary is on how we can cross. And that's very much represented by the High Priestess here. You know, it's like, I don't know if we can cross this wall. I don't know if we can overcome this. Because what's on the other side is this treacherous fall, right? It's like it's really like not going to happen. Clarify the 4 of Swords. bird perch, waiting for news, package or letter, dog, protection from a powerful friend, and shield, you need to defend yourself. Yeah, I think this person is understanding that the ball's in your court when it comes to reaching out to them again. And maybe the protection from a powerful friend and also the shield is kind of like not visiting your site. Again, I'm getting OF. Or not visiting your, IG account or whatever it is. Maybe not even visiting your workplace to see you. They're almost protecting themselves from the pain of realizing, right? This Five of Cups, this loss. It's almost that desperation energy coming through, this sadness. They're kind of protecting themselves from that. So they're getting back to reality by snapping out of the fantasy in their mind, okay? Interesting. Why are they haunted by you, though? Why are they haunted by you? I want this to kind of be like a props to you, because it feels like you're doing a good job and you shouldn't be frightened by this person. But for some reason, there is some big lesson here for you, that provoke energy. So why is this person haunted by pile number 1, please, Spirit? Nine of Cups and the Magician. Because they see you. Wow. Okay, let me just get what's this person's who's haunted. What's their lesson? What's their lesson in this? What's that person's lesson? Five of Wands, Empress. Wow, wow. And what's pile 1's lesson in this? What's pile 1's lesson in this? What do we got? We got a flipper. The Fool. I'll take those two too because they wanted to come out. The Hierophant and the Two of Coins. All right, beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, advice for moving forward is the King of Cups. All right, this is helpful. We've got the Nine of Cups and the Magician for why this person is haunted by you. They're haunted by you because I feel like they see your potential so much bigger, brighter, and bolder than even you do. And I think this person, it's part of the fantasy, but I also think that there's a wisdom to this person, right? This older man, this younger man, there's a wisdom that they haven't used for themselves. It's almost like, it's quite sad actually. It's kind of like in a past life that I could have been in a relationship with that person. I could have been BFFs with pile number 1. We could have been something. We could have had something. If I had chose to go down that path instead of that path, if there's some reason that they were drawn to find you at your workplace or on your socials or wherever they've found you, wherever they've encountered you, even if this is a past relationship that you've had with this person, there was a reason that they came across you and that you came across them, because this person, and I want to big up you right now, this person sees how independently emotionally stable you are and how you have this magic touch to you where you make other people feel warm and fuzzy. And sometimes they know that you're not necessarily feeling warm and fuzzy yourself. And remember how I said this person feels like a loner and, they outwardly look very happy? I think they see that, a part of that within you. But they also see that you will not be alone forever. Even though the Nine of Cups is an independent energy, the Magician is manifesting everything that they want and desire. And they're manifesting something so much bigger. You, pile 1, are manifesting so much bigger than your current reality, and this person's really proud of you and they see so much potential in you. It's kind of giving like through tender eyes. This person is, look, they could, you could even have had, and this is specific for some of you, you could even have had an interaction with this person where you thought, they just said something that reminds me of my deceased, father, or of my grandpa, or something like that. That's like, they just said something where you're like, that's something that my friend used to say. That person used to say to me. And I haven't heard that phrase for a long time. So something that caught your attention with this person to make you know who this person is. And now that you're watching this reading, there's been a reason why you've been drawn to this reading, but it's almost so that you can hear what this person hasn't been able to physically speak directly to you, which is, I am so proud of you. And in a way, it's like that past person, that past ancestor, friend, someone who isn't on this earthly plane with us anymore is coming through this person and saying, pile number one, don't you dare forget who you are. Don't you dare forget how much you have to live for and how much you have to give and how you make other people feel. You make other people feel sparkly. That's the kind, it's like someone was about to give up hope and you made them feel like it was a brand new day. And so you may very much relate to that. Like you've had other people make you feel warm and fuzzy, but just know that you do that for others. You have emotional intelligence, you have logic, you have the potential for great money-making abilities, and you have the wherewithal, you have the passion. It's almost like a spiritual passion. You have a deeper reason for being here. Like it's giving like, I didn't come this far to just come this far, or you didn't just survive this for no reason. Like it's like, let it not be in vain. Let the lessons that you have had not be in vain. And I think this person wants you to know they don't want the interaction with you to be in vain. In fact, let's move now into their lesson. I think they understand that they need to level up in their own life. They're almost, I'm not even going to say almost, they're absolutely inspired by you. And remember before I was saying they don't feel like they're as well off. They're definitely on their way to doing so, or to creating that for themselves. There's something here where they realize that they can co-create, and that's something that you have shown them by who you are, by what you've said, by the things that you do that you think no one else sees. The little things have made a difference in this person's impression, right, of you. And they have a project within them. They have a world within them that they're ready to really work at, to really communicate and put effort into quickly. And I feel like within 9 months, this person's life is actually going to turn around to the point where it's like they've leveled up so much. They go from the Knight of Coins to the Queen of Coins, that they start receiving blessings from the universe, from Source, from God, from the things that they've put effort into, okay? So from them withdrawing and feeling sad about losing, right, this connection, it's provoked them enough to go and do the work, to quickly make a change in their life and to realize their own power to birth new things into the world, and really to, what is my legacy? What am I leaving? What am I rooting down? So maybe even reconnecting with their own children, especially if this is someone who, you know, is an older man or older woman who felt like you was in some way like a younger version of them, or that you were their child, without sounding creepy. It's like that, like it's a movie moment is kind of what I'm seeing. Like a diner, and that person smiles up at someone and that person smiles back, and there's just this like playback in that person's head where they're like, I need to reconnect with my family. You know, there's that kind of element. They could even be, you know, having a child of their own if they're at that stage. But feeling like they're actually capable of that now, and feeling like they have something worthy to not just ground themselves to, but to leave and grow, like have a positive impact on this world. There's still time for this, okay? And your lesson in this very kind of mirrors that, because it's an energy of, well, I realize I've had this epiphany, I've had this understanding, I've had this graduation point in my life where I know that in order to get more balance in XYZ version of my life, it could be in every aspect of your life, okay? But if it's around, I want to create more balance in terms of financial independence, okay? Because you've got emotional independence, you've got emotional maturity, you've got wish fulfillments coming in here. This person sees you as someone who has a lot of love to give, right? As an independent person. If you're trying to balance, you know, that kind of emotional fulfillment out with, well, okay, how do I graduate to a higher level of earning potential, for example, because you've got the Two of Coins and the Hierophant talks about higher level learning. You're making moves towards that now. If you had a conversation with this person in the past about, what is it that makes you tick? The sun energy. What is it that makes you feel amazing? Well, it's because we've got the High Priestess here, and now you've got the Hierophant showing up. So this person saw you as the High Priestess, and now your lesson is the Hierophant. So there's an elevation happening even within you, but also like this. I just heard extraterrestrial. That's interesting. And I'm wearing my alien shirt today. Interesting. But it's taking things like that. It's shooting your shot that far. It's like putting it into space. Like, what would be the best, if I'm the High Priestess, how do I become the Hierophant? Like, you're not settling for just where you are in life. If you've decided, and they said, look, me going to university, me studying this, me exploring the secrets of the universe, right? Because the High Priestess is very much about that, like Akashic records, unconscious shadow self, very 12th house energy coming from that card, actually. Then this person has inspired you in some way, unconsciously, consciously, inspired you to realizing that sometimes you have to be a little bit out of balance and you have to be a little bit spontaneous to go for the things that are hard and to go for that next level. I can do hard things is what's coming through. I can do hard things, and I'm going to balance out my life by taking that big, it's almost like you're stepping upstairs and there's one like tread that is much, much higher than the other, and you're like, oh, I've got to throw my leg up to get up that. It's like, okay, I'm ready. I'll leave my backpack down here so I can clamber up this stair, because I know that next step is exactly where I need to be. And as the overall energy and the overall advice, the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, this is really saying like, it's okay for you to do this. You have a much bigger purpose here. You may even, and this is strongly coming up with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, you may strongly have like a healing dual mission on this planet. Okay, you've been provoked by enough people, places, things, experiences, thoughts, even your own behaviors have provoked you enough to go, you know what, pile number one, self, I actually need to face the thing that I have a healing purpose here. To heal your own lineage, your own past lives, and it's almost like a full stop. It comes to a full stop, like it ends with me in a beautiful way. Like, especially if your generations, like past generations before you, and maybe if you do understand your own past lives, especially if they've been quite tumultuous to this point, it's like, no, it ends with me, and now we move forward peacefully. Now we move forward with calm. Now we move forward with love in our hearts. And especially if this has got to do with an underlying message, again, of kind of having closure around a masculine energy in your life, whether that is a father figure, an ex, the father of your children, a grandfather. It's that kind of energy that's coming up. But if you need to flip it to a feminine energy, definitely do that. But this King of Cups is really like, it's a healing, calming, peaceful energy of moving on, of love surrounding you. I am love. I've been love all along. I belong to love, and I'm capable of expressing more emotional support to others and compassion to others and empathy to others than I've given myself credit for. I've been selfishly holding on to it, but I've been perhaps untrusting of how much of a resource that is for me, or how much of a resource. It's almost like when I do Reiki, when anyone does Reiki, as the healer heals, they also heal themselves. That's the energy here of you realizing that you get to have a fresh new start, that you can put one thing to bed, right? Death energy is rebirth energy, scorpionic energy. So very watery energy coming through this entire reading. We started with the Two of Cups. You've got the Nine of Cups here, and we've got the King of Cups and the death and rebirth energy. It's intense transformation that is happening just from this encounter with this person. This is actually so beautiful. And it's almost like we can grow the seeds fresh. Like there's a freshness in the air. It's almost like a storm has passed, and when the new dawn comes, it's a sunny day, but there's that scent of wet grass, you know, where it's like, oh, it's a freshness in the air. It's very springtime kind of energy coming through. I don't know what I want to pull next, actually. We didn't actually need to use a lot of the other decks, and I'm fine with that. I feel like we still got our message across. So what else does pile number 1 need as some advice moving forward? Wow. This is beautiful. Tapping into that magician energy. Detoxify, full moon in Taurus. Look at that wet green grass. That's kind of the energy that I was picking up on. It's like a freshness coming through here. And I was picking up on Taurian energy too. So detoxify your life in some way. This is the full card of leaving some things behind, decluttering, letting bygones be bygones, in order to find a new balance so that you can step up to and commit to a new path, a new person, a new place, a new life, or a new job, okay, or even a new course, because that does talk about higher level learning and in a sense of education. So detoxify what needs to go, so that you can have this fresh new beginning. Push through any insecurity, okay, especially when it comes to remembering that how other people see you and how this person who doesn't even really know you that well, I feel. There's a secrecy to you, there's a mystery to you that's coming through, and I don't feel that this person ever really got past your walls, okay, but even that person could see just how capable and amazing and abundant you are. And that's first quarter moon in Cancer, and this is a watery card as well. So very much like pushing through any insecurities. You're so close to having your 10 of Cups. You're so close to having, you know, the happy, blissful, peaceful everything, and other people can see your potential. So make sure you remember who the heck you are and have that power play. You know, it's okay to have that power play. And this is really cool for pile number 1, like as the first set of cards, because I was saying in the intro, sometimes this can be like ego driven to see who's haunted by you, to kind of get a rush of like, oh, who's still thinking about me, huh? Because I'm awesome. But I feel like you guys actually need to big up that ego a little bit, and to address that ego a little bit, and to, especially if you're empathic and it's like sometimes you feel, or you're quite introverted, or what I feel is like ambivert, you know, a little bit of both, and you sometimes need to dig into that ego to face the world, to front on your socials, to, and not like put on a front, but like sometimes it takes a lot of effort to do that, and I can definitely relate to that. And then we've got first quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. And this is that shooting your shot energy that I was talking about. This is like going for it. I'm ready to expand. I'm ready to go into the next level of things. I understand what my lesson is here, is to actually, what if it could? Well, what if it could? Okay. And there is some good luck that's backing you here. And, you know, even if this person is a holy man, I'm going to say that, okay? I think they're sending you good vibes, and they're sending you prayers, and they have nothing but good intentions for you. And other people are doing that too. If this person can do that, then there's other people doing that too. And it's time that you believed how magic you are, and how much magic you're actually putting into. And look how spacey this card is. There's magic that you're putting into the world that will last for generations. And that's what I was picking up here and here. It's going to last for generations. What the impact that you're making. And that's the impact that you've had on this person too. Okay. So remember that every encounter that you have with someone, your aura is introducing you before you even speak. And I'm so proud of you. This person who's haunted by you is also so proud of you. It's actually very touching. So I'm wishing you all the best. I hope this resonated. Let me know in the comments below how it did. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. Take really good care of yourselves, guys. I'm excited for this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 2, you chose the movie tarot deck, and you got the mirror card in my desire deck, which is this one here. I'll just pop it over here. So I feel like this is your reading all about who is haunted by you. We're going to get into who, why, what's their lesson, what's your lesson, what's the advice moving forward. But straight off the bat with that mirror card, I feel like this is either going to be someone who feels like they have a past life connection to you, or someone that feels a connection, like I'm hearing it. Is it a boy band? It could have been me. No, it should have been me. I'm pretty sure. Is that like NSYNC? I don't know, but someone will know in the comments below, I'm sure. But I'm hearing it said different, like it should have been me or it could have been me. That's a little bit similar to pile number 1, but Spirit, let's go. Let's tap in. Who is haunted by pile number 2? And by haunted, we're filming this in spooky season, right? But by haunted, tell me what that also means as well. Who is haunted by pile number 2? Because that could mean many things. 7 of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands upright. Katniss Everdeen here. Hi. The Hierophant. This could be a lecturer of yours, just because of that leading to like a teacher vibe, lending to a lecturer vibe. This is someone who I feel like you made a choice. I'm feeling like the Queen of Wands is also their energy. So the Hierophant to the Queen of Wands. This was someone that you didn't make feel like an option. Or this was just one clear choice when you chose them when no one else, when other people were surrounding you. It's like you had a lot of different options, but you made a decision to choose this person. Okay. Why? How? And I'm hearing her say, I volunteer as tribute. So maybe this person actually came forward to you when you felt overwhelmed by choices, especially if it has to do with, I was looking for a mentor. You know, that Hierophant energy can talk about like someone who makes a commitment to you. Who is this person? Who is this person that is haunted by pile number 2? The 2 of Coins and the Sun. I have a tune in the back of my mind, but I can't pick up what it is. This is a tricky one. Why are you being coy? Why are you being coy? Someone that made a commitment to you. I feel like they invested in you in some way. Or they've helped you through a time, like they've helped you to see life through rose-colored glasses or through a sunnier lens. This is someone who feels like they committed to, oh, that's really sweet. Wow. Tell me more about the very fiery energy with the Queen of Wands and the Sun, right? King of Pentacles, death and rebirth. Whoa, I'm getting chills. This person is someone I feel who, it's giving twin flame energy. And I was a little bit cautious to say that with this mirror, right? But it's like you two are mirroring each other's experiences. And I feel like this person came at a time when you just felt overwhelmed by life in general. It's almost like all these cups and all these choices poured down, rained down on top of you. And it's like that Gaga song where it's like, I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm alive. You know, it's like, well, this person made you feel grateful. This person kind of came in, they volunteered to be like a bit of a savior, not necessarily a teacher, right? Because I don't think they wanted to come across as someone who was trying to tell you what to do and tell you what decision to make. But I feel like they may have invested in you time, love, positive vibes, their presence, a little bit of their wisdom as well, okay? To help you to come out of a darker time, to help you like transform or transmute some darkness, some shadow sides of yourself, and a moment, could have even been like quite a few months, like 7 months of moments. They really like invested in you. They worked with you. They wanted to collaborate with you. So rather than, and that's why that Hierophant's been shuffled back into the deck, is because it's like this person comes from some kind of wealth or comes from a position of I've been where you've been. And I want you to see, this could be very much a Leo, it could also be a Capricorn here, a strong Scorpio as well. It's like they have this desire to see you succeed and see your mental health improve, okay? They may have just given you like a small gift, a small, you know, just little gestures, right? These little gestures, but it's actually something that you want to repay this person. So I'm strongly getting this person is haunted by you because they know that their investment in you was for a bigger reason. They know that when you are back on your feet, feeling on top of the world, feeling back in terms of your positive energy, I think they really see you as the sun. So as much as you see them as the sun right now, they see you as a very sunny person. But they were trying to help you restore some kind of balance, and these two cards are very about balance and harmony, especially when it comes to finances, but also in terms of energy output. So I feel like this person knows damn well that you are a queen, okay, regardless of gender, that deserves so much more, but they can't give it to you just yet. They might also be going through still the remnants of their own transformation, okay? And they want to come forward with a passionate new offer towards you when balance is restored. Even though the waiting period can feel very confusing, can feel very murky, can feel very lonely, it's lonely on their end as well, is what they're trying to say. And these little gestures are all they can offer you right now, and they're feeling like it's not enough because they know how much they need to give to you, right? With the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles showing up here, and she's I want to say a few feet under, but that sounds really horrible. But it's like that resurrection kind of energy. So I feel like either in this life you've been friends with this person before, and that's why they know that you're a positive, sunny personality, but they also know you're strong. They know your strength, and the second major arcana for Leo is the Strength card. So I feel like this person really understands your strength from a personal experience with you. Okay, so this is someone from your past, childhood friend, someone that I feel like you wouldn't expect. You know, you wouldn't expect this person to be as strong as they are, but you also wouldn't expect this person to come through. And it's kind of going to come out of left field, but I do get this sense of deja vu, like this sense of I know this person. So look, if it isn't in this life, but I strongly feel like it is for a lot of you, then this person is from a past life. But there's a connection of divine counterparts here, okay? Strong twin flame, strong soulmate energy where it's like you two are built from the same cloth. Cut from the same cloth, built. Well, look, I think you're building something here. The King of Pentacles has already established something, but there's an element here of him also, and I say him, you know, take it how you need to, being in a pause position to build more with you. There's a time and a place where this is going to change, where I feel like there's going to be new roots made. And I'm seeing it as like a log cabin with an extra cabin like attached to the side is going to be built. Like I want to renovate my home is kind of what's coming through. And this is interesting. This came up in one of my shorts recently, the Iggy Azalea song with the line that says, pack up my past life and renovate my future or something like that. Or she's talking about someone else's. I can change your life. I can change your life. That's what this person is wanting. That's how you know this person. You know this person because you feel like they have given you something. They've helped you. But I strongly feel like it's a small gestures that this person has helped you with to see your own potential. And in a way, it's like they were unconsciously testing you to see if you were on the same like vibrational match. Can we work well together? Because I have like way bigger intentions for you. That's how you know this person. It took me a minute to get there, but we got there. Why is this person haunted by pile number 2? Why is this person haunted by pile number 2? I think it's very obvious with the Hanged Man and this person's like extrapolated feelings. Kind of keeping quiet about things. Kind of been very coy, cautious. Only saying things when it's like the right time. This person, I feel, is haunted by you because they're in a phase of they know they have to finish something else. This is Virgo energy of like, I'm in my cave and I know I have a lot to give to you and you have a lot to give to me, but we're both going through something and we both don't need the distraction. Even though we need each other, there's an understanding of a spiritual lesson. There's understanding of karmic things that need to close out between the two of you that this person deeply understands, and they're haunted by you because they're like, when is this going to be over? I feel it's coming soon. 5 of Cups, when is it going to be over? This is really testing this person. They're haunted by you because I feel like they're thinking about you as much as you're thinking about them. There's 2 eyes on here and it's like, you don't see my tears. You haven't seen me. You haven't seen how I really feel about you. I haven't been able to express how I really feel about you because of the work, the busyness, the stuff that I've got going on, that I have to hold a lantern to my own problems first. Okay, I really have to heal something first. I'm hearing familiar. So it's something to do with the family as well. Interesting that there's 4 cups like facing each other. They're kind of mirroring each other, right? The mirror effect. But there's 1 cup in the middle here. And this 1 cup is like when the timing is right, okay? And there's 2 parts of the moon phases here. You know, you have a waxing gibbous and a waning gibbous, or a crescent, whatever you want to call it. A waxing crescent and a waning crescent, and when they come together, we're going to create this new moon. Actually, it's going to create a full moon, okay? And tomorrow is the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. I feel like this person's saying total eclipse of the heart. I love that. You've also got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's some karmic things that need to be figured out first, but when the timing is right, ding, right? The big town clock. When that timing is right, everything is going to fall into place. Is this Back to the Future? I have to learn this deck, but I'm going to call it Back to the Future, right? It's like that energy of I know this person before, or we should have done this years ago. It's also card number 10, so it is it's like Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, right? It's a progressive energy happening here, 9 and 10. When the timing is right, it's this chapter, this death and rebirth, right? When we're talking about a death of something, it's usually like 10 years. 10. 9 is like sometimes the cycles, the 9s in tarot, it's like 10. 10, it's like, all right, time to start over, time to start new. And there's going to be some luck that follows. This person knows this and they're excited about this, I feel. They're excited to like hit that hoverboard and you know, smooth their way over to you. And just be like, hey, you want to ride my hoverboard? You want to build, right? Renovate my future, renovate our future. Very future focused person behind closed doors, like in private. This is why you don't know that they're haunted by you, or you may know. Okay, you may really know that this person, and you know why you might know is because you're feeling the same way. You're not delusional. And I get some comments where it's like, Sam, you're feeding my delusions. No, I strongly feel. And if this is not resonating, this is not your group, and like it's just too clear. It's just too clear. And it was funny how it was murky at the beginning. You know, you might have really had some doubts in the beginning about like, is this really going to be something? I'm actually seeing the 10 of Pentacles wanting to hint like pop out, just slightly peek out of this deck here. So it very much so this coming together of two parts of big emotions that makes one big heart, that makes one big home, that makes one big investment, that makes one big change, that makes one big happy family, where there's a lot of prosperity, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of long-term stability and growth here. Three of Wands. So this person definitely needs to close some chapters, and they're just in this waiting period of, okay, it's not going to take much longer. In fact, the Wands are fast moving energy, you know, and it can even be a couple of days. And like I said, the lunar eclipse tomorrow really opens up a lot of different slow moving stuck energies, and sheds light on a lot of darker aspects that need to be wrapped up. And this little, I was focused on this little torch, this little lantern that this person seems to be holding around, which is you. And you go with them everywhere because you actually are lighting up their life. This is so beautiful, so beautiful. So yes, there is this like poise and there is this plan. It just needs like that. It's like remember to it's kind of like, this is kind of giving me this knot here. This bow is like a reminder. They're reminded of you wherever they go, but they're reminded of you with all the plans that they're doing. Like they're thinking of you in all of the plans that they're secretly making, and all of the things that they're doing. It's inspired by you, okay? Because that wand, that spiritual, that belief, that drive, that willpower, that creativity, that sunniness that they get from you, that it's feeding their strategy, it's feeding their planning. And it's got to take the right moment to be executed. All of these cards here are speaking about this right moment. The Ace of Cups in the middle that I'm drawn to, it's like the right moment they will offer you their love. Okay, what is this person's lesson? The Fool. Wow, that was a big ding from the computer. The Fool. We've got Forrest, right? Forrest Gump. Run, Forrest. I'm hearing him say, like, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And I think this person has their lesson with you and with being haunted by you. Why Spirit, I feel, is having you haunt them, okay? With your permission, I feel. Unconsciously, consciously, whatever it is, I feel like this person very much understands that they have to try again. There has to come a time where they put their baggage down, the stuff that they're working on down, to start over, to rush towards you and to act a fool. I feel like this person may have had a shot to do this back in the day and they never did. And whether they've told you about that or whether you know about that or not, I think they're part of their lesson here is to realize that after all this time, me and Jenny are like peas and carrots. Oh, don't start me. One of my favorite movies. This person's been on a long ass journey to get to you. As part of their lesson is they realize, like, why did I have to be old and grey? And they may not be, but it's like that energy of like, why did I have to be this age? Why did so many years have to pass before I got to be in pile number 2's energy again? It's because I had to endure all these life experiences. And I think this person has lived a very colourful life, a very interesting life, and they might have really good stories. And these stories are actually part of their, you know, the energy that they seem to be giving you to help you to, like, distract you from your overflowing emotions where you feel a little bit doomsday-ish, okay, where things might have got the best of you. And when you were questioning your choices, this person has helped you feel more confident just by giving you their presence, but also sharing their stories of hope with you. And actually making you feel like you're not alone, that you too have had a very varied life. And that it's just this quiet time or this blip that you may be experiencing, this darkness, this hump. We all have these experiences, but we hit the ground running, you know, we keep running. Okay, what's their lesson? 8 of Coins. It also may have to do with readjusting how they make their money when they're thinking about you. And obviously the stuff that they've been through, it's like if they didn't have you haunting them, then them finishing off the cycle that they're finishing off might not have come with the same lessons of reinventing how they earn their money. So in a way, there's a very big you're a very big blessing in their life, because it's helping them to set themselves up again for a family, or set themselves up again for a big life change. And it's like this person had the 10 of Pentacles before, and perhaps they've lost it, or perhaps they're fighting for it, or perhaps they're transitioning something there. There is a sense of loss here, so I feel like it's an emotional loss. So they may have had the 10 of Cups as well, you know, blissful, happy family life, and in some way, shape or form, their work has come under scrutiny to transform the way they work and to get them to focus differently. 9 of Swords, this person's definitely haunted by you late at night, and I think that's part of their lesson, is this overthinking is actually helping them to overthink how they make money, and overthink how they're going to come towards you, and also overthink their health is what I feel, and overthink their intuition. They're very big thinkers, and I feel like this is actually serving them as much as it's keeping them up late at night and making them tired. I also feel like it's helping them to understand things. And it feels like they might be doing this very solo, okay? Whether they have people around them or not, when it's late at night, I think their third eye is, there's the Hangman again. Their third eye is wide open enough to help them get a clear perspective on what they need to do to take to take the shackles off my back. Who sang that song? Is it Mary J. Blige? To the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. Wow. Okay, we have the Chariot and the Devil here. So we have Salma Hayek and Russell Crowe. Name that movie. What's it called? Tarantino movie. And that one is that one that keeps coming up on how often do you think about the Roman Empire? Gladiator. Okay. Goodness me. We're not here to name movies though, but I do love this deck and I'm slowly learning about it. So thank you for your patience. But I feel like this person is moving away from the devil energy, and look, I feel like this devil energy is actually someone in their life that was causing them to be unhealthily attached to certain behaviors, maybe even healthily attached to possessions. Okay, it was like they were working only to have possessions, whereas I feel now they want to have experiences. They want to kind of like minimize their life, renovate their future, you know, focus on the great outdoors, get out more and have experiences. So that it's like this person has an addictive personality. I'm not going to lie, but I do feel like they've been dealing with someone who was more in the toxic kind of devil energy that was bringing that behavior into them, like was triggering them to behave in a certain way. And I think that the way that you're haunting this person is actually helping them move forward for more positive uses of that obsessive nature, okay? But I really think that this person feels very strongly drawn to you. Cancer and Capricorn energy here. Very strongly drawn to you in a sensual, sexual sense as well. And so that's part of their lesson, is actually to whoa their horses, like to get all their horses in a row before they actually come towards you, so that you know that they're a solid investment. They're not just a player. Okay. Now, what is your lesson here, pile number 2? You've got the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. So again, I strongly feel like this person is waiting for the right time. And this part of both of your lessons here, because we've got this mirroring energy, part of both of your lessons here is to understand that divine timing is at play, and to trust your intuition more. All the eyes that are coming up on this card is like trusting your intuition and focusing on the positives. Overcoming some huge mental and even very much you've both endured some emotional but also physical blockages. Okay, what is pile number 2's lesson here? What is pile number 2's lesson in this person's haunting of their energy. Immediately I'm picking up that you're learning that you can have someone tugging on your energy. Like, that's a big tug. But that you must focus as well, that you're not getting carried away. Nine of Cups, Two of Wands. Yeah, there is a sense of you. I'm going to take that because that's flipped in a different direction as well. Strength. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you're learning your inner strength is bigger and bolder than you gave yourself credit for, and you're learning to overcome the emotions of your mind. You're learning to soothe the emotions of your mind in a big way, in a way that is, you should be so proud of, that you'll come out with your compassion intact, that this will not break you. In fact, that you have much more love to give because you've received, and that you're not giving up on love at all, and that all is not lost when it comes to, you know, some financial imbalances at play here. You're really being told that there's a fountain. I just heard a fountain of youth. You're actually going to feel, so both of you are going to feel really young at heart when you're together. And I think that stems from how you two know each other as well, from the past or a past life. But there is this element of you making wise choices and choosing to focus on one thing at a time is what I'm picking up here, and having a beautiful sense of patience for what seems to be coming in, and realizing that there is no lack, that even when you may be physically lacking the company of someone or enough money to do as you please, you're never emotionally lacking respect from someone else, admiration from someone else, and you know that you are giving yourself permission, I feel, to never lack giving to yourself emotionally as well. You're not going to, like, not disappoint yourself, but you're not going to take from yourself as a self-punishment for what life seems to have punished you with, or like, you know, slimed you with. This is kind of like the slime machine has been dropped on you and you're like trying to get all the muck off. It's like that. You don't need to take that out on yourself and out on your self-confidence. You're actually realizing that that sometimes your good nature can be lost in translation. Sometimes your good feeling can be lost in translation with the way that you understand yourself at times. You know, you can be too hard on yourself because you're too giving. And I think that's really part of your lesson, is to maintain that giving nature and to know that actually you were just dealing with different, I don't want to say the wrong people, you were just dealing with different people who didn't quite understand how this person sees you. And you weren't receiving the love that you deserved, and here you're giving yourself that love. You're learning to give yourself and strengthen that love of self first before the move is made towards, you know, a connection. This is a two, and it's two wands. It's two hearts going, you know what, you're my person, and you're strengthening that, which is yourself, your mind and your heart, and the way you see yourself and your self-respect. You're strengthening that in this process. That is so beautiful. So let's get some advice for you, pile number 2. Let's get some overall advice for pile number 2, moving forward with this energy of why this person is haunting. Attune to the divine, Pisces energy. Sorry about that, pile number 2. My battery was exhausted and I didn't even realize, so I don't know where I got up to, but it says new moon in Pisces, attune to the divine as part of your advice. And I strongly feel like this is asking you to maintain, like not even maintain, re-evaluate your connection to spirit, but also your connection to your dream state. So maybe it's worthwhile to keep a dream journal at this point in time. So immediately upon waking, you're addressing what comes through. But I also feel like that you have to be quite clear with yourself about secrets. Okay, there's something here about the 12th house with this attune to the divine. And that did come through before too, didn't it? Or was that pile number 1? Yeah, it's just like, no, it must have been pile number 1. They had the High Priestess. There is still secrets here, and I think it's the secrets of this person's, the depth of their emotions for you are just being held back, and their expression of movement towards you is very much being held back right now as they prepare their horses, okay? But I also feel like this is you learning, and it's very cliched, but to go with the flow and what that actually means to you, and how you bring your fantasies to life, and how you dream yourself a better life, and how you believe in your dreams. It's like at this time when it's so easy for you to give up on things, you're actually being reminded of how powerful your sensitivity and softness and your dream state is. You could be a water sign, or you could be a fire sign with strong water. So there's this element of wanting to step back into your confidence. But it's like, it's time to focus on the things that make you, like, it's okay to be soft and strong. That's your strength here, okay? What's her name from Aliens? Sigourney Weaver. Honor your feelings. First quarter moon in Pisces. Again, with the Pisces energy, there's a lot of like mystifying, like it's mystifying how this even comes about, to be completely honest. But also honor your feelings of, she's sitting at the end of this wharf by herself. And so it's like, you are being positioned, and this is a very independent kind of energy. The 9s are very independent, solo dolo kind of energies, but you're so close to the 10, right? You're so close to combining it with someone else's Ace of Cups very soon. But you're attuning to the divine first and foremost, and then you're honoring your feelings. So you're getting still enough and quiet enough and separate enough, separate from other people, places, things, behaviors, thought patterns, strongly thought patterns over here, to know thyself and know your feelings, and come home to your body, but come home to your dreams as well, and go, do you know what? Maybe my dreams need to be readjusted a little bit to actually dream bigger. Like, what's really, really going to make me happy? Be real. Full moon in Aquarius, okay? It's being authentic, okay? This is not saying, oh, be realistic, this is never going to happen. I don't feel like that's the message here. I feel like it's actually saying, be authentic to those feelings and be authentic to those dreams, and to understanding that your level of respect to self and your level of respect to source, and how you communicate with your higher self, your ancestors, whatever practice and faith you have. It's like trusting in that higher power to help you to align to the feelings that best serve you, and then aligning to the life that best serves you, okay? Because this be real feels like that back to the future energy of, well, this is where I want to go. This, and it feels like the star card, right? And you can see the water bearer in the background there, very reminiscent of the tarot star card. It's like, well, what do I really want to believe in? Where's my true north? Where's the direction I'm really meant to be going in? It's like creating your reality. And that is your advice. Remember to keep co-creating your reality as you soften into believing again, and remembering who the heck you are, and remembering who, as this is the reading of like who is haunting you, remember that you actually have a lot of admirers. You really do. But there's one particular person that mirrors you enough, that actually catches your attention, that says, do you know what, this is the truth, this is my true north, this is my healing, this is my home. Wow, I love this for you. So beautiful. I'm wishing you all the best, and I do feel like this is going to wrap up soon, so if you want to come back and tell me how it goes. I love it. I'm invested. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. But thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Pile number 3, you chose the Starman Tarot card deck. Goodness, I nearly forgot what that was. And you chose the question mark. Maybe you're tripping on some words yourself. Maybe you're like, oh, who's haunting me? Because they're really up in my grill and it's making me anxious, restless, which reminds me of yesterday. I was very, my emotions were all over the place. I couldn't concentrate. I had a headache. I actually had vertigo. Maybe some of you have got some vertigo. But it was a very windy day, and I don't know if anyone else feels like that when it's windy. But you're kind of like questioning things. You're questioning, like, you might even be saying, like, is Mercury in the microwave again? Because I don't know why I said it like that. Because someone's really, like, up in my grill. Interesting way of saying things. All right, tell me, Spirit, who is haunting pile number 3? Who? Can you give us a clear picture of who is haunting pile number 3? Judgment. Who is haunting pile number 3? Can you give us a clear indicator? How will pile 3 know this person? Characteristics, places they may know them from. Judgment does feel like you know this person already. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Wow. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Oh, wowzers. Okay. Look, I feel like this is someone from your family. Or this is someone you used to be married to. Or someone you had a long-term commitment with. You know what's getting me? Of like, are they still married to you, or are you still in a relationship? Is this 10 of Swords. It makes me feel like there was an end. There was a split. Look at this card. Crazy. These cards are insane. David Angelis, for Bowie, like it's Bowie artwork, as you can see in the background, his face. It feels like there was a split in what was like a family dynamic going on here, but there was like, we tried to repair. This is giving repair DNA, so it feels like family you actually were born into. And then the 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to go to the tea leaf deck again. I did that with pile number 1. Who is haunting pile number 3? Who is haunting pile number 3? We have Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Yeah, Judgment. There's a past resurrecting energy, but it feels friendly. It feels happy. It's communicative. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Okay. Okay, did Whoa. Okay. I'm so sorry if you feel like you're being haunted by someone who's recently deceased. Sending you so much love, but it's an energy of like estate or inheritance coming through here. We don't have the 10 of Pentacles, which normally would talk about, you know, inherited wealth. But the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Swords is like the end of a family dynamic. And then you've got financial gain coming in from something you did in the past, period of prosperity and abundance. That's only for some of you. That it could be you're actually being haunted from a spirit that has recently passed. We also have Table, hard work ahead. If not, this feels like something where you possibly had a business with someone in your family, or a family business, or with a long-term partner that 8 of Pentacles does talk of that, but it needed so much work, or it might need work moving forward. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles is talking about something like, okay, we've planted a new seed and we need to like tend to it to make it grow, and the harvest isn't yet, but it's like the 8 of Pentacles comes first and then the 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. I feel like the person haunting you has good intentions. They have good intentions to help you to maintain what has already been built. What's at the bottom of the deck? 9 of Swords. Because there feels like there's a battle going on. Oh, I can't shake the feeling that you're actually being haunted by someone who is past. Magician. Oh, I'm actually feeling like all jellyish. Ugh. Wow. Okay. I feel like, look, take it if it resonates. If this is not resonating, then go and pick another pile. But I get the feeling that this is... It's either someone who has passed, or it's someone from your past that just... They're sending you energy. I don't think you really have much to do with them in the here and now. It feels like they're sending you energy across time, space, across the time, space portal. Like, there's the Ten of Pentacles. Shut the front door. Whoa. There's the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, look, it feels like someone who is no longer with us, or it's just someone who's no longer in your life. And I think they're showing up here. And this is getting into why, but it's helping me to identify who. I'm strongly cobwebs twice here. I'm seeing cobwebs in this Knight of Swords, and the cobweb here. You're protected from negative forces. You're up late at night thinking about things, and I think this person... This is, it's like in the darkness is when this person's trying to communicate with you. And so they're keeping you up late at night, or they're trying to communicate with you to help you see your magic and help you manifest what is best for the next move for this thing to work out. Okay. If something's going to work out, these two cards are talking about, like, we want it to work out. We want you to focus right now on repairing, on one step at a time, on detailed work, on head down, bum up, because what we need to repair is something that is worth repairing, okay? We want to keep all the legs on the table stable. And when the table is there, we can put bread on the table. So very monetarily based, okay? Very, very like based around what we've already built. It could be a house, it could be a business, it could be a family dynamic. It's giving dynasty, okay? But it's like there's more to come. There's more legacy to be paid out. There's more inheritance to be paid out. There's more royalties to be paid out. Okay, so taking it how it resonates. It's like this person is spirit who is literally, and I said haunting because of the time I'm recording this in spooky season, but whenever you're watching this, it's the element. Oh, I can see the Prince of Swords sticking out there as well. So it is kind of giving like this person is trying to communicate with you very clearly. There are signs and messages coming through from this person that you may be picking up in the spiritual realm, that you may be picking up in some kind of spell work that you are doing, some kind of rituals that you are doing. But I also feel like you're picking up these... Oh, I just heard you're also picking up their talents. It's like they've passed the baton onto you. And now it's time for you to step into your magic. And strongly with the 8 here, it's like giving limitless potential. There's limitless potential for what you're able to do with this. So why is this person haunting? Why am I now using this deck? Oh, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Wow. Shit. Zen. Shizm. Forgot where I was for a second there. Why is this person... What? This is so amazing. Amazing. Stop it. I'm screaming. Wow. 10 of Cups. Did it want to go in reverse? Yeah, it did. My face is beet red. Like bright red. Holy dooly. What? Okay, you got the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Why is this person haunting you? Because they're desperately trying to get your attention. They are communicating. You're communicating with them. I don't even think that you don't know this. You know this. They're communicating with you. They're trying to get your attention, and you're like, "What do you want? What? Why am I seeing this? Why am I?" You may be seeing... Okay, I don't want to scare you, but it's not like poltergeist activity, but you may be seeing like certain things moved to a position where they're actually catching your attention. And whether you know they've moved or not, it's like, I swear I didn't put that there. It's catching your attention. I'm seeing things like notes, keys, cards, things being left on a table where you would normally see them. If they weren't left there, they've been positioned there. Okay, you're being left signs and signals to help you, to guide you to make passionate, right decisions and to realize your potential, to step up and shine, to take the reins, to take the wheel and steer, to turn the key, open the safe and realize, oh my goodness, everything I ever wanted is in there, in terms of money, in terms of confidence, in terms of power, fame, fortune, a sacred knowledge for some of you as well, like how to continue this. This is like our secret recipe or something like that. There's 10 of Cups in reverse though. Tell me more about the 10 of Cups in reverse. Because that's kind of hinting towards the 10 of Swords. It's kind of hinting towards, we don't want you to... Wow, we've got the Empress. When I split that deck, the Empress is here. It's like matriarch energy, okay? It's like we want you to take the reins and it's like for just one moment, we want you to not focus on the whole family dynamic. This is, I'm channeling the person who is haunting you here, okay? We want you, I want you, pile number 3. I want you to not focus on your family and everything that's going on with them right now. I want you to focus on you and where you are going and what you are doing, because the end that's happening within the family dynamic is happening for a reason, so that things can work out better, so that you can realize the part that you have played in this all along and the part that you will play moving forward, because you have so much more power than you're giving yourself credit for. This is so that you can take the blinders off and be like, oh, I've been in denial about how important it is that I step up right now, how important it is that I step into my alignment, how I find the silver lining in all of this, okay? Find the silver lining in all of this and tend to that seed. And I feel like that seed has been planted in you all along, And you've had this grieving period or this healing period, and the Star card, it's part of your healing to actually now shine. So don't focus on what the family wants you to do right now, because this person is trying to say, the hard work ahead is kind of in your hands. You will be protected from like whatever kind of breakdown happens within the family dynamic. You're actually going to be protected from that because of the impact that you're going to have by leading the family first, by leading you first. It's like you step up and you shine and you start living your life in the way that you need to, doing the things you need to do, stepping into your brightest, greatest good, receiving all of the good with open arms, very in a feminine energy, but it's all, and that's a masculine, right? There's masculine and feminine, very balanced energy actually is what I want to say, because you got the 2 of Pentacles underneath. This person is sending you extremely clear signs for how to balance the masculine and feminine sides of yourself, and where you thought that maybe you couldn't be the matriarch, because that's a feminine, that's a mother kind of energy with the Empress energy here. Whether you couldn't be soft and compassionate for everyone, you can. Or whether you think that you couldn't be the leader and the masculine energy who makes the decisions, you can. This person who is haunting you is sending you a lot of very clear, very fast messages to quickly bring you into balance as part of your healing, as part of your understanding. What has to be done here is to pull the wool off and to act. That's why they're haunting you. Wow. All right. They're haunting you with ideas. No wonder where's the knight? It was on the bottom of the deck. They're haunting you with ideas. No wonder you're questioning everything and you're, up late at night thinking about everything. They're pouring ideas into you. They're opening ideas, and it's not their ideas. It's just they're like I said, moving things around even in your brain to help you go, like to clock what is important. Ding ding, that's it. Ding ding, that one. Ding ding. All these corners of your brain are lighting up with passionate ideas that you perhaps even had as watching this business grow from a young age. It's like maybe you've always wanted to take the reins. Look how this person in the Judgment is standing. It's like, I take the reins, I take the power. Maybe when you were little, you imagined yourself in the role that this person who is haunting you actually had. and you're like, oh, now I'm in that role. Now I get to be in that role. And it's like judgment day for you. You're like, okay, I do or I don't. And they're saying, well, you don't really have a choice. It's you or it's failure. You know, and I don't mean to scare you like it's all on your shoulders, but there is a sense of like no one else is doing it, so you're stepping up, and you're the one who was destined to step up, destined to have this role, always equipped with the right characteristics and archetype and skill set. Even if you think that you don't, it's like I really believe that you're coming into it. You're coming of age. Like all of these stances that this person, the people on these cards are having. It's a solo person, it's a solo person, it's a solo person, solo. You're not meant to focus on what all the rest of the family are doing. If there's funeral proceedings, I'm so sorry once again, that is not your job. Your job is to take charge of the bigger picture here. To stabilize that table, to put the bread on the table, because there's so much more coming in that can't be ignored, and you're being protected from any outside forces by this person, and by this person directing you to focus on these things and focus on what you can do. Okay, what is the haunted person's lesson here? What is the haunted person's the haunting person's lesson? Four of Swords. They're passing you the baton. They're passing you the sword. They're at peace now. They're seeking their peace, and their peace is, I just need to pass the baton. I just need you to receive the baton. I just need to help cut, right, the swords. I need to help cut the blindfold off of pile number 3, and then my job is done. Their power, I'm helping them realize their power, and then I'm at peace. And I'm in a Zen state then. I will retreat. I will leave them alone and let them get on with this business. Their lesson here is to realize that they did everything that they could, and to go in peace. And if they left things in a chaotic state by accident because there was, unfinished business, which the judgment energy can talk about that, then they realize that they have to be at peace with that. That's part of their lesson, because you're actually ready. Okay, you're actually ready. Two of Pentacles. Again, this is the second time it's shown up. So this is an energy of part of their lesson is, again, helping to balance out a new world order. Balance out a new world order. And they're balancing. This Two of Pentacles is a really interesting card. It's like they're hoverboarding on this 8. So again, it's like the magic that they saw in themselves, or they knew they had in themselves, that you have in you. So it's passing the pentacle. Again, it feels like a key, passing a pentacle onto you, passing it on to the most worthy recipient. 10 of Pentacles. That's exactly the message. It's about money. I'm at peace with where I'm at and what I've built, because I know it's in good hands, is part of their lesson. Is just to I can now smoothly move on with my transition into my next life, because I know that the longevity and the generational setup is all in the right place at the right time. Your lesson, pile number 3, is the Starman, which is that magician energy again. Okay. Card number 1, it's the magician energy again. Starman. 6 of Swords in reverse. I'm going to take it as reverse because it was like hanging. Your lesson is to face the music. Face the music. You can't run from this. You're realizing that you have the power to not run from this, and you do not have to be afraid of facing the chaos. You're actually protected so much that as you sail into the storm, so to speak, you're actually coming into the storm with the most, the unsinkable boat. Unsinkable boat. You've got what the legacy that's been left behind for you is so stable that you should feel, and the baton that's been passed, and the trust and the respect and the integrity and the skill set, the wherewithal, everything that you need in your back. It's like this person has handed you the key and the whole backpack, the whole kit and caboodle. has been handed to you, and you're realizing that. That's part of your lesson, is to realize I've got everything I need to face this battle because I'm actually so protected here. Princess of Pentacles, and I'm ready for what's ahead. I'm ready to learn where I know I need to learn. Strength energy, and I will work on my weaknesses so that they become strengths. Princess of Swords, and I'm willing to learn how to communicate too. I'm willing to research what I need to research. You're willing to take this to the next level in terms of keeping it modern, keeping it fresh, keeping it relevant is what I'm hearing. Three of Wands, okay? Taking things, knowing when to make the right move when. It's like, I'm hearing checkmate. So it's like you're timing things very perfectly. You know when to get on the next ship. You know when to trade. You know when, like, it's gambler kind of energy. I know when to hold them, fold them, or walk away, but you also know when to get in the surf and actually, like, ride the surfboard, not the ship. You know, sometimes you got to do it yourself. Wow, there's a lot of, like, innuendo here when it comes to business and stabilizing things and growing and learning and changing. I'm seeing like a New York City skyline. So it's kind of giving like stock market as well. I'm so interested to see how this resonates for you guys. Wow, Ace of Cups. And when you do, there's like a self-love element coming through here too. I'm getting self-forgiveness. I accept love. I accept help. I accept the it's like you had a bad impression of yourself, a negative impression of yourself, or it was just mediocre. I want to say the word mid. Okay? It was like mid. I thought I was average. And this person who is haunting you is saying you are so beyond average, and you are learning and growing and becoming everything that you want to be and more, and then some, everything that you didn't even think you could be, in fact, to the point where it's going to open you up to honorably receive love and receive love from a genuine point of view. If you've been someone who was thanks, no, this old thing, like you don't accept compliments very well, you're genuinely going to be humble but receiving of love of family, of love of other people, a particular person, of love from this person. You're going to be open to receive all the blessings that life has to offer you as a result of this. Wow. It's absolutely freaking fascinating. So if you came into this wondering what the heck is going on with this question mark, I hope this has given you some intense clarity. And if not, there's so much more coming, because the wool's about to be pulled off your eyes. And you know, this person who is haunting you is saying, get ready for things to be so good. So much better than you expect. Can we get advice for pile number 3? Please, Spirit, go wild. Leo energy again. So you've got strong Leo with the sun and the strength energy here. And the Ace of Wands. One more. Overall advice moving forward for pile number 3 when it comes to why this person is haunting them. Keep your heart open. What did I say? Wow. Balance. I am worthy, stable table. I am worthy of working hard, receiving, I'm playing hard, working hard, receiving love, giving love. Balance. Keep your heart open. Honor your feelings. Okay. So yeah, it's part of your healing process and your grieving process is to step into this new role and this new self. And if you feel along the way that sometimes that feels selfish, and sometimes that's a lonely road, that's okay. But you're doing this from a place of strength. You're doing this to protect the tribe, to protect the pride. Okay. And it's giving you a great sense of pride to do this. And if you feel bad for feeling pride, you know, once you receive this accolades and once you stabilize things again, and actually when it's like double 10 of Pentacles, because I was feeling 10 of Pentacles here, and then it came up, and then it came up again over and over. So it's like there's so many more blessings to be received that it's going to call for you to, yeah, be in that humble energy, but also to be so freaking proud of yourself for what you've achieved here. Like, hear me roar, you know, that's the energy. Go out and roar. Keep your heart open. Honor your feelings. Trust your intuition when you're making decisions here. Know that you're very divinely protected here, and know that yes, there are things to learn, but you're learning them brilliantly. You have everything you need twice. Okay, you have unlimited, untapped at the moment potential to actually make this something so incredible. Go wild. And that's going to help everyone to go wild. It's just really like strengthening the whole family dynamic to say, look what we've made, look what we've created. And I feel a very abundant, prosperous, happy life. Transformation, if not already, it's like doubling for you and your family. So amazing reading. Absolutely gobsmacked, actually. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. But take really good care of yourselves. Thank you so much for being here and letting me tap into this. Good luck. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.